Morning, Gold Patrol. Jeff Gold from the courthouse in Maricopa County on the 5th day of the Jodi Arias retrial for the death penalty for killing Travis Alexander. As you know, she's already been convicted, and now we're just having a second trial. The procedure right now is that the state has rested as of Tuesday the portion of the case as to the offense. This is something the state needed to do because of the strange nature of having a hung jury the last time. This jury doesn't know what happened, so the state put on a truncated case as to the offense itself. Next, we had a day off yesterday, and then today the defense will begin on its mitigation phase, trying to explain to the jury through evidence why Jodi Arias' life is worth saving. The question hangs over us, did Juan Martinez do enough as to the crime? I've been a bit critical of him because I thought that it was disjointed. I thought that he did not make a cohesive case to a jury who has no idea, at least theoretically. They may know because everybody knows a lot about it, but they've sworn to the court it hasn't affected them and they don't know that much. So this prosecutor needed to do, I think, a little bit more. We will see. He will have a rebuttal after the mitigation phase where he can come back and rebut the mitigation. So he may have held many cards in his vest to pull out then, and Juan is certainly a scrapper. I have also said that Kurt Nurmi has become quite the scrapper as well, having that major weight loss. He's fit and trim and fighting, and done a very good job. At the last day, I thought, taking the state's case, the last day of the state's case, and through cross-examination of Detective Flores, actually turning it around and making it a defense day. And whenever the opposite side can take a case and make the other case theirs, it's a good day for them. So now we'll see whether he can continue on or not. I have been no small a critic of Jodi Arias, and there's no love lost there. Many people criticize me because I'm very tough on her and don't think I'm that objective. But I want to tell you, on the death penalty, it's a little bit different here. With a hung jury, this time there will be no death penalty. So the burden on Juan is very great, even though technically the burden is on the defense to show mitigating factors here. It really is on the state to justify why this is a worthless soul. And a jury doesn't know that until they hear all the evidence in the case. So today we begin the mitigation phase. We will see whether or not they can bring a credible case of mitigation. What do we expect to hear throughout mitigation? We expect to hear that Jodi Arias has a mental disease or defect. That may come in directly through the report of the state's own expert, Dr. DeMarte, who said she had a borderline personality disorder. That may not be an insanity defense, but that's not what they need here. They just need to say there's some reason to explain what's going on that might be helped by therapy or whatever else. We also expect that Jodi Arias is going to say, or some evidence is going to come in, that her father abused her physically and that her mother did nothing and stood by, that this caused some stress for her. And of course we'll hear her age and perhaps that she sings and cuts her hair for charity and all those other kinds of things. I don't expect anything like Alice LaViolette or Dick Samuels, the experts in the other case who were severely discredited. And I would say my advice to Mr. Neri is that if you're intending on putting on an expert about post-traumatic stress disorder, you're sorely mistaken. That was premised on the idea that there were two ninjas, which was discredited. And then also as to the domestic abuse, I think it's a mistake if the defense wants to say that Travis Alexander was a domestic abuser. I think that they could say that he used her for sex. I think it's entirely credible. I think the tape itself shows, which was only a month before this, that he was more than a willing participant in the sex talk and likely more than a willing participant in the pictures and the sex on the day of his murder. But to say that he's a domestic abuser, I think, is too much and actually would boomerang back on this defendant. So let's see if Kurt Nurmi has learned from the last time, and that's where we are in the case now. We'll let you know at lunchtime what's happened. Jeff Gold for the Gold Patrol.